Alright, so this next story.
Make me care, Chris.
Okay, this is my apology. This is my apology. This is my apology. Okay.
You should.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say deeply sorry how I am because I have been on Joss Whedon's side for a while.
You didn't see the Justice League cut, have you?
No, it's not that. The whole thing with Ray Fisher and his claims of what went on with Joss Whedon.
Mm-hmm.
And I stuck up for Joss Whedon, and because I grew up watching Buffy, Angel, Firefly, is it Dark Angel? Yeah, Dark Angel. All this stuff. Loved it. Avengers. And I didn't really care much about Ray Fisher because Ray Fisher never came out and literally said exactly all the stuff that went on. Just said it was a toxic set. That's it. Well, now Ray Fisher's been fired, and I still say that that's honestly a good thing. I don't like Ray Fisher.
Yeah, I don't know why they were cramming Cyborg down their throats so much, but anyway.
But now we are getting reports from basically everyone. The cast of Buffy is coming up talking about how Joss Whedon has body shamed. You name it, it pretty much has happened. Even down to the point where the youngest on the set, Michelle Trachtenberg, I think that's her name.
Mm-hmm. The Nickelodeon kids. Yeah.
He was not allowed to be even near her. Yeah, all of them are coming out. Even one guy, actually came out who wrote with Joss Whedon on something. I forgot what it was. But he always made the female writers cry. So, I guess he is a total scumbag. I apologize because I did stick up for him because I loved his work. And I wasn't getting tons of information from Ray Fisher. But now, with all these people that I grew up with watching are coming out and saying all these things, it's like, well, I guess it is true, I don't know why it took them so long to wait and had to say something. I still, to be honest, the whole body shaming thing, yeah, that's a total douchebag move, but it's not something that I would literally hold over somebody's head for years and years and years. Unless that guy's going to be a douchebag every time he turns around, which apparently he has done, so yeah. So that's my apology on that one. I was wrong. Joss Whedon is a douchebag.
My reaction on this is, have you noticed my head's kind of bigger than yours with this angle? I'm just saying, my head's like this tall, and then it's like that much bigger than yours. I think you're sitting a little bit further away from the camera, which is fine, but I am paying attention.
I think he smokes some.
It's the brownies. Joss Whedon. That black cocoa, baby. Anyway. Joss Whedon, okay?
Yes.
Joss Whedon suffers. Listen to me. There are a lot of people in Hollywood who are going through this, who went through this, and who are going to go through this. It's called JLBS. Okay, JLBS. This is a real thing. It's a serious condition, and it's called jealous little bitch syndrome. Okay? Joss Whedon is surrounded by people who are less talented than he is. Okay? Joss Whedon is an asshole. No doubt. Okay? No argument. You worked with it. Okay? You didn't like the set walk. Why?
That
now,
is true.
here's the other thing too, okay? Joss Whedon's sitting there body shaming you. He's making the girl from Pete and Pete, the younger girl, cry. Okay? Younger Pete's friend, best friend, was Michelle Trachtenberg. I believe.
Holy cow.
Don't ask where I make these mental connections.
Well, Buffy was
either that
in
or
the early
she's
90s.
Either that or she was one of the All That crew. But anyway, actually I think she did both. Anyway, Joss Whedon is an a-hole, no doubt. No arguments, okay? Harlan Ellison is a raging a-hole, but he's also extremely talented. Okay?
Geniuses are usually
Geniuses are assholes. Okay? Ask this one. He's sitting next to a genius. See? Chris, tell the kids at home, am I an asshole? Yes, he is. And then the thing is, here's the other thing too. Go ask Joss Whedon, are you an asshole? Yeah, I am. Go ask Harlan Ellison. Harlan Ellison actually wrote a whole book about being an asshole. He doesn't care. Go ahead, guys. By all means, pile on. Just pile on, pile on, pile on, pile on, pile on, pile on, pile on. The entire cast of Buffy piles on. The entire cast of Firefly piles on. The entire cast of Dung Heap and the News, it just piles on. Give us something we can use. We love dirty laundry. Just pile on. Because you're showing your true colors, guys. Okay? This has been going on since long before Hollywood, since long before Shakespeare, since long before Aesop. People, the good storytellers can be a-holes, okay? Because they have a different way of looking at things. You and your changing moral turpitudes, whatever your freak is right now. Right now everybody's all freaky deaky because it's about body shaming. Oh my God, he called me fat. Because you're fat, honey. I'm fat, but I'm a fat asshole. I can admit I'm fat. You, on the other hand, are a fat asshole who can't admit you're fat or an asshole. So, who is in a better place here? You, because you're sitting there scared and worried and complaining, and oh, you want your other 3 minutes remaining of your 15 minutes of fame because now you're going to pile on Joss Whedon or Harlan Ellison or any of about 1,000 other guys. And it's almost always guys. No, I think Kathleen Kennedy's the only female executive who catches it in the short these days.
That's true.
Grow the F up. Grow up. I'm not kidding. This garbage like this is the reason it's taken me 2 weeks to drag myself in front of a camera. That and a huge winter storm and stuff. And losing cats and losing friends and losing a bunch of other things. That's what's kept us up. But it is getting harder and harder to go on social media things, to engage with other people, because everything is just Have you ever seen the episode of Rocko's Modern Life about Mount Frosty? Mount Frosty was where Rocko and Heifer went skiing. There's a point here, trust me. They go skiing. Okay, they're supposed to be picking up a pile of comics for Rocko's boss at kind of a lot of comics. So they've got the comics and stuff. Rocco's got the money to buy the comics, okay? But they get snowed out. They can't get to wherever the place is that has the comics to pick up. And so Heifer sees Mount Frosty, where everything is $5. So you get everything for $5. So they pull up, they pay their admission, each one, $5. They go inside, well, they need skis. Well, it's $5. But I thought you said everything was $5. Yeah, everything is $5. And it just piles on and piles on and piles on. The point I'm trying to make here is that eventually, if people keep piling on to these geniuses and they keep burying them in all this garbage, okay, you made your salient point, you're relevant for 5 more minutes. Way to go, extra number 15 in Firefly episode number 12. Way to go, pal. You showed us all. And then Joss Whedon isn't going to be able to do it, make a single project in Hollywood for the next year. That's how much effect you have, pal. Congratulations, way to go. But all this stuff that piles on, and the best part, now everybody is starting to expect to hear these things from people, and nobody's going to take any of these reports seriously.
So, when I apologized, I want to also make clear that if Joss Whedon comes up with another TV show or a movie, yes, I'm going to watch it. It's just now I know he's an asshole. So that,
now you have a healthy relationship with
I just
Hollywood.
I maybe
Way to
should
go.
clarify.
There you go, from the mouth of babes, right there. He's got it now. Now he has a healthy relationship with his media.
When you hear stories going back in like the 50s, 60s of Hollywood, the things that people like, Judy Garland had to go through, or, some of the Rat Pack, or some of the, just all these stories, trust me, this is nothing.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
You really want to have fun?
Oh.
Go. Now be careful. Make sure you do this in like incognito mode or something when you do it. Do a search for Fatty Arbuckle. Okay. Do you know who Fatty Arbuckle is?
I've heard of that.
You've heard
I
of it.
cannot remember.
You have not heard the story yet. There is a story about Fatty Arbuckle, and the only clue I'll give you, Coke bottle. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. It's on you if you look it up. But, like I said, rule number 3, nothing new under the sun. Right?
Right.
It's all been done before. Believe me, these body shame guys, Fatty Arbuckle was 350 pounds if he was a day old. Trust me, he didn't. And the best part is, double standards and hypocrisy were a prerequisite for Hollywood back in those days. He body shamed the hell out of every chick he came across. Like I said, Coke bottle. Look it up. Anyway. But like I said, you don't want to do that where it hangs on to your search history, okay? You don't want anything to do.
It's kicking ass. Kicking ass. Kicking ass is what we do. Kicking ass. Kicking ass. Iron fed in the shoe. We don't care whose ass we kick if we're ever all alone. We just stand in front of the mirror and try and kick our own.